Justin Bieber has just sparked major concern across his fan base with a recent post that's left everyone alarmed. The pop icon shared a cryptic message on Instagram expressing frustration with transactional relationships, and it quickly ignited a firestorm online. Fans flooded the comments section, pleading with him to seek professional support. But this doesn't seem like a case of a celebrity simply having a rough day. It's the latest development in a pattern of troubling behavior that's been unfolding for months, leaving many genuinely afraid for his mental state. At 31, the singer and father has been unraveling publicly, and the warning signs have only grown louder. From unsettling bathroom selfies that left fans saying he looked deeply unwell, to vague emotional posts about love and connection, his online presence has taken a dark and confusing turn. While his team has issued reassurances that he's doing fine, the images and messages tell a different story, one that's hard to ignore. What's especially alarming is the timing of everything. Just as conversations around his mental health reached a boiling point, Justin dropped that heavy post about feeling used in his relationships. The wording seemed less like a random thought and more like a veiled cry for help. Followers quickly picked up on the tone and responded with heartfelt pleas, urging him to get rest, speak with a therapist, and surround himself with people who genuinely care for him. And this is where things start to look even more serious. According to sources, Justin hasn't just been posting strange content, he's also been cutting ties with people close to him. Representatives claimed he's ended several personal and business relationships that were no longer aligned, but some fans see this more as emotional withdrawal than healthy boundary setting. When viewed in context, it looks a lot like isolation, a common red flag during mental health breakdowns. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part? His wife, Hailey Bieber, has reportedly been affected too. Earlier this year, during one of her big public events, Justin's behavior took a bizarre turn that completely diverted attention from her. Attendees described the incident as unsettling, and it quickly fueled rumors about cracks in their relationship. The moment not only overshadowed Hailey's success, but also raised deeper questions about what's really going on behind closed doors. Insiders close to the situation admit they're deeply worried. Justin, once a chart-topping pop sensation with global appeal, now seems to spend his days posting poetic rants about self-worth and emotional honesty at all hours. Fans have noticed his erratic sleep patterns and around-the-clock social media activity, suggesting someone who's restless and perhaps unable to find inner peace. What makes all of this more disturbing is how his inner circle appears to be spinning the narrative. Every time fans express concern, statements emerge painting Justin as evolving and thriving. But the images don't lie. The disconnected selfies, the late-night musings, the loss of old friendships, these are not signs of someone at peace. It looks more like someone in pain, struggling in silence while the world watches, unsure if he's getting the help he clearly needs. The most explosive revelation in Justin's recent drama involves his shocking split from longtime manager Scooter Braun, and the real story behind their breakup is far messier than anyone initially realized. For over a decade, Braun was the mastermind behind Justin's career, turning a YouTube kid into a global superstar worth hundreds of millions. But their professional relationship imploded in 2024, and Braun's recent admission that their relationship is not the same that it was reveals just how deep the rift really goes. What makes this betrayal even more devastating is the timing and circumstances. Braun announced his retirement from artist management in June 2024, claiming he wanted to focus on his role as CEO of Hybe America after they acquired his company for over $1 billion. But industry insiders knew the real story. Justin had been exploring other management options for months, essentially forcing Braun out despite having 4 years left on his contract. The writing was on the wall when Justin unfollowed Braun on Instagram in January, a move that sent shockwaves through the music industry. In Hollywood, unfollowing someone isn't just social media drama, it's a public declaration of war. For Justin to cut ties so publicly with the man who discovered him and built his empire suggested something had gone seriously wrong behind the scenes. Braun's recent interview comments reveal the pain of this professional divorce. When asked directly if it hurt to hear that Justin wanted to go his own way, Braun's response was telling. He claimed it didn't hurt at that point, but the qualifier suggests there was definitely pain earlier in the process. The fact that he's now openly admitting their relationship has fundamentally changed shows just how irreparable the damage really is. But this wasn't just about Justin. The same year, Ariana Grande, J Balvin, and Demi Lovato all parted ways with Braun's company in quick succession. The mass exodus suggested something toxic was happening within the organization, and Justin's departure was just the most high-profile casualty of whatever internal drama was unfolding. What's particularly shocking is how this split has affected Justin's career trajectory. Without Braun's guidance and industry connections, Justin has been noticeably absent from major music industry events and collaborations. His last significant public performance was a surprise appearance at an SZA concert, which felt more like a desperate attempt to stay relevant than a strategic career move. The financial implications of this split are staggering. Braun's company had been taking a significant percentage of Justin's earnings for over a decade, and breaking that contract early likely cost millions in legal fees and settlements. For someone who's been making questionable financial decisions lately, losing that level of professional guidance at such a crucial time seems incredibly reckless. Industry experts are now questioning whether Justin's recent erratic behavior is connected to the stress of navigating his career without his longtime mentor. Managing a global brand like Justin Bieber requires incredible expertise and connections, and going it alone in today's music industry is a recipe for disaster. The drama surrounding Justin and Hailey's marriage has reached a boiling point, with recent incidents exposing serious cracks in what they've tried to present as a perfect relationship. The most damaging controversy erupted when Justin made a series of Instagram posts that completely humiliated Hailey during one of the biggest moments of her career, forcing him to quietly edit his captions after facing massive backlash from fans and media. The incident that shocked everyone happened during Hailey's major Rhode beauty line launch event. Instead of supporting his wife's career milestone, Justin showed up behaving so erratically that he became the story instead of her achievement. Witnesses described his behavior as completely inappropriate for the setting, with some saying he seemed disconnected from reality and unable to focus on anything happening around him. What made the situation even worse was Justin's social media behavior that same week. While Hailey was trying to promote her business success, Justin was posting cryptic messages about love and relationships that directly contradicted the supportive husband image they've been trying to maintain. The timing felt deliberately sabotaging, like he couldn't handle his wife having a moment in the spotlight without making it about his own drama. The Instagram editing scandal revealed just how toxic their dynamic has become. After posting something that fans interpreted as dismissive of Hailey's accomplishments, Justin faced such intense criticism that he was forced to go back and change his captions. But the damage was already done. Screenshots of the original posts had spread across social media, showing exactly what he really thought before his team made him clean it up. People close to the couple have started speaking out about their concerns, with sources suggesting that Justin's mental health struggles are putting enormous strain on their marriage. Hailey has been trying to maintain her own career and public image while dealing with a husband who seems increasingly unstable and unpredictable. The most telling sign of trouble came when Justin started posting about transactional relationships right after fans began expressing concern about his marriage. The timing wasn't coincidental. It felt like a direct response to speculation about whether his relationship with Hailey had become more about image management than genuine love. What's particularly disturbing is how isolated Hailey appears to be in dealing with this situation. While Justin has been cutting off friends and business relationships, she's been left to handle the public relations nightmare of being married to someone who's clearly struggling. Her own social media has become increasingly focused on her business ventures, almost like she's trying to build an identity separate from her husband's chaos. The couple's recent public appearances have been awkward and forced, with body language experts noting the lack of genuine connection between them. They're going through the motions of being a happy couple, but the spark that once made them seem genuinely in love has been replaced by what looks like obligation and damage control. Friends of the couple have privately expressed worry that Hailey is becoming more of a caretaker than a wife, constantly managing Justin's public image while sacrificing her own mental health and career opportunities in the process. The most alarming aspect of Justin's current situation is how his mental health crisis is playing out in real time on social media, with fans becoming increasingly desperate in their attempts to get him help. His recent posts have been so concerning that thousands of people are literally begging him to seek professional treatment, with comments like, "Babe, please go get help," and "It's obvious dude is crying for help," flooding every single thing he shares. What's particularly disturbing is the pattern of his posting behavior. Justin has been sharing content at all hours of the day and night, suggesting his sleep schedule is completely destroyed. Fans have noticed he's active on Instagram at 3 a.m., 5 a.m., and throughout the day with no apparent pattern or rest periods. This kind of erratic sleep behavior is often a red flag for serious mental health issues, and his followers are picking up on it. The content itself has become increasingly philosophical and detached from reality. Instead of the typical celebrity posts about projects or family life, Justin's feed has turned into a stream of consciousness about love, authenticity, and relationships. His recent post about being tired of transactional relationships read more like a therapy session than social media content, and the vulnerability was both heartbreaking and deeply concerning. What makes this situation even more tragic is how his team keeps trying to shut down legitimate concerns. When Rolling Stone reached out for comment about fan worries, Justin's spokesperson dismissed the rumors as exhausting and pitiful and claimed the past year has been very transformative for him. But you can't spin away visual evidence, and the photos Justin has been posting tell a completely different story than his publicist's statements. The bathroom selfies that sparked the most recent wave of concern showed Justin looking genuinely unwell. Fans immediately noticed his appearance seemed off, with many commenting that he looked like he was seriously struggling and that it was sad to watch. These weren't typical celebrity selfies, they felt like documentation of someone in crisis. People close to Justin have started breaking their silence about their concerns for his well-being. Multiple sources have admitted they're worried about his mental health, and some have specifically mentioned concerns about his substance use. While his representatives have denied rumors about drug use, Justin hasn't exactly been subtle about his marijuana consumption on social media. The most heartbreaking part is how alone he seems in all of this. Despite being married and having a new baby, Justin's posts feel like they're coming from someone who has no one to talk to. His philosophical rambling about love and authenticity suggests he's questioning every relationship in his life, wondering who genuinely cares about him versus who's just there for what he can provide. His fans have become his unofficial therapy group, with comment sections turning into intervention attempts. People are sharing mental health resources, offering support, and desperately trying to reach him through social media. The fact that strangers on the internet seem more concerned about his well-being than the people actually in his life is both touching and deeply troubling. The tragedy is that Justin clearly wants help. His posts are essentially public cries for support. But he seems trapped in a system that prioritizes his image and earning potential over his actual health and happiness. What do you think is really going on with Justin Bieber? Are we witnessing a genuine mental health crisis, or is this all just carefully orchestrated drama for attention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive as shocking as we did, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more celebrity drama that the mainstream media won't cover. We're just getting started with the untold stories behind your favorite stars' biggest scandals.